Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I have some very big news to share with you all. It involves banks that are going to be able to go full crypto. First, we have State Street Bank, which is now launching a full cryptocurrency division. So you see these traditional banking firms and investment firms are now expanding and opening their doors to cryptocurrencies. Next up, Texas has green-lighted banks to be able to custody crypto. Now, we know the OCC put out the federal charter on this, but Texas has made it official as a state. This is very bullish. And Michael Arrington XRP Capital, I recently interviewed Michael just a couple of weeks ago. Well, his Arrington XRP Capital has opened a new fund that's going to invest in Algorand. And I have Algorand in my portfolio, and I'm going to talk about why that's so bullish. It's $100 million they're putting behind this. And also, we have some news from India that they're going to make Bitcoin an asset class. So all the bipolar moves from India seems to be wrapping up because maybe some people have loaded up at the lower prices and now they're ready to move forward. So we're going to go through all of it. Before we do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, I uploaded my interview with Fred Thiel, who's the CEO of Bitcoin miner Marathon Digital Holdings. You don't want to miss that interview. We talk about El Salvador, Elon Musk, ESG, Bitcoin mining boom in the United States, and he's a very smart guy, very insightful. So be sure to check it out. Link will be in the description. Don't forget to sign up for my free weekly newsletter, link in the description. Once again, it is free, full of crypto insights and knowledge. And don't pay high fees for buying, selling, and trading crypto. Pay low fees and save your money. Use OKCoin. They have the lowest fees around. And they're also doing a lot of great things for the crypto market. For example, they have awarded a $100,000 grant to Bitcoin development nonprofit Brink. So I work for OKCoin and great exchange. And once again, lowest fees. So be sure to sign up. Link will be in the description. Now, guys, look at this bullish news. State Street Bank launches cryptocurrency division. State Street says it plans to evolve into a multi-asset platform to support cryptocurrency trading and more. So just a plethora of these traditional investors and banks, they're just pouring into the crypto market. So State Street, a U.S. custody bank that oversees about $40 trillion in assets, has launched a cryptocurrency division. The new unit, State Street Digital, will be led by Executive President Nadine Chakar, who will report to Lou Mowry, the bank's chief operating officer, State Street said in a press release Thursday. State Street said it is expanding its digital reach to include crypto, central bank digital currency, blockchain, and tokenization, and will upgrade its existing global link platform into a multi-asset digital trading system. Guys, do you see what is happening here? It's unprecedented to see this, and they're just all coming in now. And years ago, many of them were like, oh, who cares? Crypto's a fad. Don't talk to me about it. It's a scam. Now all these guys are pouring in. And notice the different items that they're looking to incorporate into their service. Not just cryptocurrencies, but central bank digital currencies, blockchain, and tokenization. What have we talked about on this channel for years, guys? We are headed to the digital economy where assets are going to be tokenized. So it's not just going to be cryptocurrencies and CBDCs and different tokens, but just tokenization of almost every asset, stocks, real estate, so on and so forth. And all of this will be traded on the blockchain 24/7, borderless. It's amazing what's coming, guys. And it's really going to be I think the largest market ever, because all of these things will be under the umbrella of cryptocurrencies. So very bullish. And this is what I am paying attention to while the prices are not great right now, right? We are in a correction consolidation phase. We are still in a bull market, so I believe we're going to keep going higher. But right now, we're in that cool down phase, and we have to be patient. But see what is happening. These people are investing millions. They're setting up shop. They're building out the infrastructure, and eventually, you're going to see the price follow all of this as they start marketing and bringing their clients in. Now, speaking of banks, Texas state regulator green lights banks to custody crypto. A June 10th notice from the Texas Department of Banking told state charter banks they're okay to work with crypto companies. Wow, guys. I mean, so bullish. And I always make this statement. Game theory. What does that suggest? One state does it, the others are going to follow suit. No one wants to get left behind. Competition. We're seeing it on a state level as well as a country level, right? What have we been talking about with El Salvador? And when they made their announcement, all of a sudden Panama, Brazil, Mexico, and Paraguay, these folks started popping out of the woodwork like, yeah, we're bullish on crypto too. We're going to try to push forward crypto regulation. So state chartered banks in Texas now have been given the green light to custody crypto assets on behalf of their customers, a state regulator announced Thursday. The guidance is not representative of new law, but an affirmation that the state charter banks are allowed to provide crypto custody services as long as there are adequate protocols in place and the banks are complying with the existing legal frameworks, according to a June 10th notice posted on the Texas Department of Banking's website. According to the notice, the types of custody services offered by state chartered banks may differ depending on each bank's expertise, risk appetite, and business model. Banks may offer either fiduciary and non-fiduciary custody services, which could range from safely storing copies of a customer's private keys to directly controlling crypto assets, including holding private keys on behalf of its customers. Guys, all the banks, JP Morgan, Citibank, Bank of America, all the banks, large and small, local and national, they will be custodying crypto. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No, it's going to take time to roll out, but you're going to start seeing probably the big ones and start offering these services. And we saw BNY Mellon, who's the largest bank from a custody standpoint. They are trying to do something big with providing crypto custody. So Bank of America, Citi, all these folks, they're not going to sit back and just idly twiddle their thumbs while their competition, sets up shop. So everybody's going to be on board. And even though the likes of, let's say, an HSBC, who, they're still taking their hard stance, they will eventually capitulate because you better innovate and get on board or you will become like Blockbuster, bankrupt, out of business if you don't adapt to the situation that's taking place, this emerging technology, this disruptive technology. So it's pretty clear what's happening here. So if you're still on the fence about crypto and the volatility bothers you, this is what you need to pay attention to. The building, the setting up of the infrastructure. Eventually the volatility will go away as the market matures. It's still early, and that's why there's such a big opportunity to make significant returns. I mean, even if the corrections that we're seeing right now, I'm still up in my portfolio because of when I bought, as far as the dips, right, in the bear market. So big things are happening. And speaking of investments, check this out. Arrington Capital launches $100 million Algorand ecosystem fund. The TechCrunch founder's second crypto fund will bet on Algorand projects and coins, but don't think the firm is abandoning XRP. So Michael is super bullish on Ripple and XRP. If you've seen my interview with him from a couple of weeks ago, there's no doubt of that, right? He has a hedge fund called Arrington XRP Capital denominated in XRP, meaning if you want to invest, you have to buy XRP and deposit in XRP, right, into the fund. So he sees the bullish opportunities here for Algorand. Now, many of you who are channel members have direct access to my portfolio, and I hold Algorand, guys, and I'm staking it. I'm earning rewards, and I've even interviewed their COO, Sean Ford, Algorand COO, and this was a year ago. So I am bullish in Algorand. I think it's one of the most slept upon projects. People are not really paying attention, but remember the big news that we heard just a year and a half ago. Algorand was chosen by the Marshall Islands to build their CBDC, so their blockchain is going to be used for that. That is huge, guys. When you think about what's coming, all these central banks and governments are going to be building CBDCs, and it's pretty amazing. I'm sure other central banks are approaching them, asking them to do the same thing. So, $100 million for Michael Arrington here, dedicated to investment into Algorand-based initiatives. And here's what Michael Arrington tweeted. Now, he was at Bitcoin Miami. I wish I was there. Well, Sean Ford, who I interviewed, was there. Brad Garlinghouse, of course, Ripple CEO, who I interviewed about a month ago, was also there. And look what Michael tweeted. He tweeted the photo of the two of them together with some other gentleman. I'm not sure who he is. Steve Kokinos. I'm not sure who that is. But he said Algo and XRP can live happily together. Now, without going down the rabbit hole too much, remember that XRP is being positioned as a bridge asset between different currencies globally and obviously between CBDCs. So if Algorand's being used to build a CBDC for different countries and things like that, there could be some partnership being formed here. We'll have to wait and see. The fact is they are in the same room together. Michael Arrington is certainly a common middle man here who can connect the two, obviously, because now he's invested in both, right? So interesting things taking place, my friends. And if you haven't seen my interview with Sean Ford, I will put a link in the description. Be sure to check it out so you can learn about Algorand. It's definitely a great project. Now, check this out. India moving in the right direction to declare Bitcoin an asset. This is the front page, maybe, I think it is, or page 12. I apologize, but I'm not sure what page it is. But anyway, this is from the New Indian Express business section newspaper, and the headline reads, India may move to classify Bitcoin as an asset class. Now, this comes as, there's been a lot of bipolar back and forth with them, but I think it's time. I think, they were maybe playing some smoke and mirrors moves. Maybe the people in the government, some government people were trying to lower the prices so they can get in early before the masses do there. I don't know, right? But look, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the issue. Or, they finally realize, okay, we can only spread FUD, so much FUD, right? Before people are going to call us out on our BS. Now, speaking of BS, not this Republican senator, but rather the FinCEN law, a rule that was put in by Steve Mnuchin was BS, but Republican senator asked FinCEN to reconsider controversial crypto rule. The FinCEN rule proposed under former President Donald Trump needs to be revisited, Senator Pat Toomey said on Thursday. So the great thing about this, we are seeing different senators and congressmen, congresswomen, who are now understanding crypto and realizing the government has put a lot of roadblocks in and not providing the clarity for this industry, this asset class to take over or to grow. And, a lot of companies, just like Ripple and many others, are waiting for clarity and to get the SEC in their right position. So this is great to see that an awakening is taking place. And I wish it was more folks on board who are talking about this and doing the right thing. But, it's going to be a slow process, but at least we're making some progress, right? So this is good to see. Now, speaking of CBDCs, we talked about Algorand. We're seeing just different countries are coming out the woodwork now, talking about they're going to launch their CBDC pilots. Check this out. Nigeria's central bank may launch a digital currency pilot in 2021. A central bank official said Nigeria has been researching CBDCs for 2 years. See what's happening? These guys, they're working on it behind the scenes. The whole world is going on blockchain, guys. It doesn't even matter what part of the world. It's going full digital, and this asset class is going to benefit from it. It's a core part of it, and CBDCs will even further complement Bitcoin and the crypto market. Even Benoit Couillard, if I'm saying his name right, he's obviously at the Bank of International Settlement. He tweeted the following: Today, the BIS Innovation Hub and the Banque de France, Bank of France, and the Swiss National Bank launched Project Jura, a new experiment on cross-border settlement with central bank digital currency, CBDC. Guys, I sometimes I don't have the words to explain how elated, how amazing all these things that are coming to a head here. And we've been talking about it for years in the bear market where nothing was happening and, not a lot of people were paying attention. So those of you who have been subscribers, we've been talking about this stuff, right? And what's coming. And that's why I keep mentioning patience. The market, the prices will follow. These things don't happen overnight. Just think about the Googles, the Amazons, and their values, and it took years, right? So you got to be willing to be patient. I do think this market moves faster than the traditional asset world, and there's more. The volatility swings both ways. You get these huge gains, but also you have huge corrections. But if you want those huge gains, you got to have the huge correction. It comes with it, right? So I'm just excited, and I hope you see the vision of what is being built here. And I share the facts with you. I'm not pulling this out of my ass or making it up or dreaming it up. The government, the private sector, all these folks they're all building. And it's all pointing to that tokenization, digital economy with crypto and digital assets, everything running on the blockchain. So very bullish in my opinion, this State Street news. And once again, game theory, competition. Their competitors are not going to sit by idly. They're going to jump into more money's coming to this market. So once again, be patient. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. Share this video. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.